So this story is near and dear to my heart. It's about the three pigs and the wolf. I don't even know if they still teach this story in elementary school or preschool or kindergarten. I don't know. But I'm going to tell it on what my take is of the story. Once upon a time, there was three pigs that lived in a straw house. Was it a straw house? Yeah, straw house. One day, the three pigs were hanging out in the straw house, and suddenly a red, is it a fox or a wolf? Oh, sorry. A wolf, a gray wolf, comes to the door and greets himself. The pig, skeptical at who's at the door, says, "Who is it? Who's at the door?" And the wolf tries to trick the pigs by saying that he's a friend or a doctor or a family member. The pigs, skeptical about this, say, "You can't fool us. We know who you are." And the wolf suddenly gets frustrated and says, "If you don't open this door, I'll huff, I'll puff, or I'll blow your house down." The pigs aren't intimidated by the wolf and tell him to go away. The wolf suddenly stands back and tells them, "Here I come," and suddenly, with all of his might, blows down the straw house that they're in, and the pigs flee away into a stronger house made of wood. Is it wood? I think it's wood. Yeah, it's wood. The three pigs are suddenly living in a wood house, and the wolf comes back and says, little pigs, let me in." And the pigs say, "Not by the hair of our chimney chin, I think." And then the wolf says, "If you don't let me in, I'll huff, I'll puff, and I'll blow your wooden house down." And the pigs, not intimidated by the wolf, tell him to go away. The wolf suddenly stands back, and with all of his might, he gathers all of his breath and suddenly blows the wooden house down. And then suddenly the pigs flee into another house. The wolf follows them. The pigs, now at this third house, retreat to the third house, and the wolf catches up to them and comes up to the door and tells the pigs to let them tells the pigs to let him in. The pigs say, "Not by the hair of our chimney chin. And then the wolf says, "I'll huff, I'll puff, I'll blow your house down." The pigs tell the wolf that they're not intimidated by his might anymore. And then the wolf, being confused, tells the pigs, "What makes you think that I won't be able to come in this time?" The pigs tell the wolf, "You'll see." And so the wolf, being angered by the pigs saying that he can't blow their house down, with all of his might, gathers all of his breath and blows onto the house. And then, after a short while of the wolf summing up all of his energy to blow the house down, notice that the house is still standing. Why is this? Well, because the third house that the pigs are in aren't made of straw, not made of wood, but it's made of brick. Or is the other story concrete? It's probably brick. It's made of brick. And so the wolf tries and tries again to blow the house down and is unable to do so. Frustrated and angry, the wolf eventually gives up and then leaves the pigs alone. Whereas the pigs finally live happily ever after, not to be intimidated or scared of the big bad wolf. And that is the story of the three pigs and the wolf. I don't know what the title is. I think it's called I don't remember. Three Pigs and the Wolf. I don't remember. The end. What do you think? You like that story? All right, the end. I hope you like the story of the three pigs and the wolf. I hope you learned a valuable lesson that some things in life reference that story. You know, now I think about it, I think when you're grown up and you look back at that story, I think that story tries to teach you something. I think it's a story about how it reflects. I mean, what's the figurative language for that story? Maybe it's like a metaphor on how, like, life. I think it's a metaphor on, like, how you can try and try, but when you give up, that's when you ultimately lose. Maybe not. Maybe it's not a metaphor for that. I don't know. But that is the story of the three pigs and the wolf. Hope you liked it. I think the school will teach you a different version, but that's my version of what I remember. Anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and thank you for watching. All right. All right. Great.
Your turn.
Yeah, she liked the story.